From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Uzma Jafri, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. India's culture is rooted in colourful traditions that date back to ancient history. Dev Snan Purnima is one among these traditions, which is observed just 15 days prior to world-famous Rath Yatra or Chariot Festival. It is believed that a devotee washes away all his sins if he gets the vision of Lord on this day. Therefore, the occasion attracts lakhs of pilgrims from across the world. Have a look.
The Puri city of Orissa recently became the center of spirituality as tens of thousands of devotees thronged its holy Jagannath temple to be a part of the annual Snan Yatra. Observed on the full moon day in the month of Jeshta, festival marks the birthday of Lord Jagannath, who is considered as an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The event takes place on a grand scale and not just witnesses the participation of people from different parts of India, but other countries as well.
This feeling is something called prem. It's actually, this is an emotion, but we have to dovetail that. And we can do that by Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Jagannath is giving Sadhu, and Sadhu is giving Jagannath. And this Harinam Sankirtan that you hear here, this is part of our bhajan actually. It's part of our bhajan, and if we do it nicely, then we can obtain Krishna and Jagannath in this very lifetime.
मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि मैं इस दिन पहुंची। कोरोना के बाद तो हम लोग बहुत डर ही गए थे, पता नहीं क्या होगा, फिर हम लोग दर्शन कहीं घूमने निकल पाएंगे कि नहीं। लेकिन आज इतना खुशी हो रहा है ना कि भगवान के चलते ही हम लोग सब आए दर्शन के लिए, बहुत खुशी हो रहा है। आज के दिन पहुंचे, आज भगवान को बाहर निकाल के स्नान होता है।
On this holy day, the idol of Lord Jagannath, his elder brother Balbhadra and sister Subhadra are escorted out of the sanctum sanctorum of the temple to Snan Bedi early in the morning. This procession is called Pahandi. After this, the deities are bathed with 108 pitchers of herbal and aromatic water that is taken from the well present inside the Jagannath temple. Puri King Gajapati is also brought in his royal palanquin to Snan Mandap to conduct the rituals of the festival. Meanwhile, the event is brought alive with the sounds of chanting mantras, dance performances and beats of ghantas, drums, bugles and cymbals. After bathing, the deities are dressed up in Gajanan Vesha or Hathi Vesha, which has a story behind.
जो विशेष पर्व होता है उसमें उनका खास श्रृंगार होता है। आज जो हाथी वेश होता है, महाप्रभु को हम उड़िया में कालिया हाथी बोलते हैं। इसका मतलब ब्लैक एलिफेंट, काला हाथी। वो बहुत विशाल बपुधारी महाप्रभु हैं, तो ये हाथी की तरह दिखते हैं। और आज खास तौर पर ये गणपति भट्ट होते थे, मराठा पंडित हुआ करते थे। वो गणपति जी का उपासक हैं। आप जानते हैं मराठी में गणपति का उपासक होते हैं। तो वो आके जब महाप्रभु को दर्शन किए तो वो मन में गणपति का स्मरण किए। तो वो कहे कि मेरे जो इष्ट हैं गणपति जी, ये तो दिखते नहीं मेरे को महाप्रभु में। तो महाप्रभु गणपति भट्ट का जो मानसिक होता था, जो उनका मन में रहता था, उसका पूर्ण के लिए, मनोस्कामना पूर्ण के लिए महाप्रभु खुद हाथी का वेश, हाथी का श्रृंगार करते हैं। महाप्रभु काला हाथी और बलभद्र जी धवल हाथी, वो श्वेत हस्ती जिसको बोलते हैं।
Devasnana Purnima is believed to be one of the oldest and exclusive festivals of Lord Jagannath. Even the rituals performed during the occasion are maintained in the Niladri Mahodaya, a religious text written in Oriya language. As per the Skanda Puran, Raja Indrayuma set this bathing ceremony while he installed the wooden deities in the temple. And even till today, this ceremony has maintained its charm.
हम जगन्नाथपुरी के दर्शन करने के लिए आए हैं। ये पूनम का महा स्नान के दर्शन और ये पुण्य का मार्ग होता है, इसमें पाप नाशना, ये धार्मिक उत्सव है।
Devasnana Purnima, solely being the celebration of Lord Jagannath, is accepted to be one of the most seasoned celebrations, highlighting the age-old traditions of India.
Having regards and respect for the beliefs and tradition of every religious community is the essence of Indian society. An example beautifully showcasing this culture can be found in the Siliguri city of West Bengal, where Muslims have been making Hal Khata, a ledger account book for their Hindu brethren, for years.
India is a country where different religious communities not just reside harmoniously, but also play a major part in each other's day-to-day lives. Examples of this peaceful coexistence could be witnessed in different nooks and corners of the country. One such example is that of Hal Khata makers from Siliguri district of West Bengal, who are not only keeping alive an age-old traditional way of bookkeeping, but are also spreading the message of religious harmony.
ये हम लोग शुरू से करते हुए आए हैं, कभी भी ऐसा नहीं लगा है कि ये हम मतलब किसी हिंदू भाई के लिए बनाते हैं। हाँ, मतलब हमारे देश का तो हम लोग एक विशेषता जानते ही है। हमारे देश का सबसे बड़ी विशेषता है कि सभी धर्म जो एक साथ रहते हैं, तो हमें कभी भी नहीं लगा है कि हम मतलब हिंदू के लिए खाता बनाते हैं। सब आपस में भाई है। हाँ, और सभी मतलब इस तरह का कभी मन में ख्याल नहीं आया कि हिंदू के लिए क्यों बनाते नहीं बनाते हैं। सभी हम लोग मिलजुल कर रहते हैं।
The Hal Khata is a traditional red cloth hand-bound copy which is generally used by people of Hindu community for accounting and bookkeeping purposes. These Muslim traders and craftsmen at Anwar Khata shop have been preparing these Hal Khatas for decades now for their Hindu brethren. They are generally prepared and sold on three major occasions, which are Ram Navami, Diwali and Poila Baisakh, the first day of the Bengali calendar. These traders and craftsmen feel honored to have found a way to contribute to a Hindu festival and tradition.
तो बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। हम लोग का समाज में जो खाता लगता है, रामनवमी में लगता है, प्रथम बैसाख में लगता है, इनके सिवा और कोई देने वाला ही नहीं है। ये लोग खुद अच्छे से बनाते हैं। इनका ये पिताजी जब थे, इनका बगल में दुकान था, उनसे भी हम लोग लिया करते थे। और रामनवमी के दिन तो आप देखिए पूरा भीड़ होता है यहाँ पर। इसमें कोई जाति पाति का सवाल ही नहीं है।
The efforts of these traders and craftsmen are appreciated by locals, and it is small efforts like these that maintain the social fabric of the country.
Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
The cast of an upcoming comedy drama Jug Jug Jio launched a new song Nain Tha Heere in India's showbiz capital Mumbai. Bollywood actors Varun Dhawan and Kiara Advani danced to the tune of the romantic number. The audience also got a glimpse of Indian singer Guru Randhawa performing a live version of the song.
ये हमारा फोर्थ सॉन्ग है फ्रॉम द मूवी एंड आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड। विशाल भाई के साथ पहली बार काम कर रहा हूँ और बहुत ही प्यारा कंपोज करा है गाना, और कुमार भाई ने गाना लिखा है और मैंने गाया है।
Directed by Raj Mehta, the story of the film revolves around two couples belonging to different generations and the issues in their married lives. Thousands of devotees, including monks, Tibetans, and people from across the globe, gathered in India's northern town of Dharamshala to take part in a teaching session which was conducted by exiled Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama.
I am here for His Holiness, to see him, to feel his energy, to bow my head to him. It's my first time. I didn't know there's going to be a seminar. I just came to Dharamshala for the residents, and it was a lucky coincidence, and I'm very happy that I had this chance to be present at the teachings of His Holiness.
To mark the birth and enlightenment of Buddha Shakyamuni, the Dalai Lama held a 2-day teaching session on Tsongkhapa stages to the path to enlightenment at the main Tibetan temple, Suglug Khang. Tsongkhapa was the founder of Gelug school of Tibetan Buddhism. The Dalai Lama fled from Lhasa for asylum in India in 1959 after an abortive uprising against Chinese rule. He has since lived mostly in the Nadan Hill town, where his supporters run a small government in exile and advocate Tibet's autonomy by peaceful means.
India recently celebrated the 3rd anniversary of a museum dedicated to peace in the northeastern Manipur state in the presence of top officials of the Embassy of Japan in India. The Minister and Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of Japan in India, Kawazu Kunihiko, spoke about the cooperation between Manipur and Japan and said that he wishes to further strengthen ties between the two communities. Manipur Governor La Ganesan and President of Sasakawa Peace Foundation, Atushushi Tsunami, also joined the celebrations. The Peace Museum, which lies at the foothills of Imphal town's Red Hill, has a special significance in World War II and the war in Manipur, both of which took place during 1940s. The Peace Museum pays tribute to the lost lives and strives towards an environment of cooperation with Japan.
Next, we take you to the shrine of Hazrat Khwaja Bande Nawaz in Karnataka that recently commemorated the 618th Urs of the Holy Saint. As people of various faiths thronged the shrine to be a part of the ceremony, it presented a wonderful example of communal harmony.
Situated in the Kalburgi district of Karnataka, the shrine of Sufi Saint Hazrat Khwaja Bande Nawaz has served as a cynosure of communal harmony for generations. Recently, the 618th Urs of the saint was organized at the 600-year-old shrine, which was attended by hundreds of devotees from across the nation, irrespective of their religion. The 3-day Urs or death anniversary was organized to perpetuate the teachings of oneness and communal harmony, which were propagated by the saint.
जहाँ जिसको कुछ मिलता है, दिली सुकून भी मिलता है तो वो आता है, भले वो सिख हो, हिंदू हो, सिख ईसाई जो भी हो, हर मज़हब का आदमी को कुछ तो सुकून मिलता ही बोल के आते हैं, नहीं तो वरना यहाँ कौन आएगा, क्योंकि बुजुर्गान दीन ने ये लेके चले हैं कि हर मज़हब को आज से नहीं कई सौ सालों से हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई यहाँ तो क्या हर जगह भी बुजुर्गान दीन के पास कोई भेदभाव नहीं है, यहाँ हर कोई आ सकता है, हर दरगाहों पर यही बंदा नवाजी नहीं, हर दरगाह पर भी गैर मज़हब का आदमी भी आते हैं और अपनी मुराद पाके चले जाते हैं.
The beginning of the 3-day event was marked by an inaugural ceremonial procession called the Sandal Sharif, which was taken out from the Mbaji Masjid from Mominpura to the Dargah premises after a special prayer. The event included chanting of ceremonial verses, speeches and Qawwali programs. Known as Khwaja Bande Nawaz or Sufi Saint Sayyid Muhammad Ghesu Daraz, the saint was believed to be a Sufi saint of the Chishti order. He had come to Kalburgi at the invitation of Bahmani Sultan Tajuddin Firoz Shah and advocated understanding, tolerance and harmony among different religions.
आज 618 साल का संदल मुबारक है. इस वजह में क्या है बोले तो देश के हर कोने कोने से पब्लिक यहाँ पर आई हुई है. सब क्या है बोले तो जोरों का क्या है बोले तो उर्स चले हुआ है. हर तरह के लोग यहाँ पर मिलेंगे आपको. हर लोगों को नवाजने वाले ख्वाजा साहब हैं यहाँ पर. हर की तरफ से क्या है बोले लोग आते हैं, अपने अपने मुराद पाते हैं.
Since ages, the Sufi saints like Hazrat Khwaja Bande Nawaz have propagated the message of spiritualism and harmony in our country, and their teachings are still playing a significant role in strengthening the thread of secularism.
Yoga forms part of the most ancient cultural heritage of India. The International Yoga Festival offers a harmonic blend of traditional yoga and vivid spiritual tendencies of the world. The festival includes classes, workshops and other events conducted by renowned yoga teachers and artists from across the country.
Yoga is the journey of self to self and through self. It helps us connect with our own selves and maintain our wellness as well as fitness. Since 2015, 21st June is observed as International Yoga Day worldwide to spread awareness about the invaluable importance of yoga. This year, the 8th International Yoga Day was celebrated under the theme Yoga for Humanity. Marking the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi performed yoga with around 15,000 people at the Mysuru Palace in Karnataka.
Yoga brings peace for us. The peace from yoga is not only for individuals. Yoga brings peace to our society. Yoga brings peace to our nations and the world. Millions of people with a common consciousness, millions of people with inner peace will create an environment of global peace. That's how yoga can connect the people. That's how yoga can connect the countries. And that's how yoga can become a problem solver for all of us.
A number of different events, seminars and yoga practices were organized in different cities all across the country. Many citizens performed yoga exercises in groups at their own houses. In Guwahati city of Assam, athletes performed water yoga and attempted record of doing it for 30 hours, which is yoga being performed in water for improving strength, balance and range of motion.
तो ये लोग 30 घंटे तक करेंगे और जो कि ये आसान बात नहीं है, तो ये हमें पूरा यकीन है कि ये एक रिकॉर्ड होगा और पानी में योगा करने से सेहत भी ठीक रहता है.
In cities like Prayagraj, citizens gathered on the bank of river Ganges and performed yoga poses in the cool breeze at the bank, making sure that the power of yoga reaches each and every citizen, no matter where or who they are. A yoga session was organized for jail inmates in Poonch city of Jammu and Kashmir. The yoga session came as a breath of fresh air for the prison inmates.
आज योग दिवस है जो पूरा हिंदुस्तान मना रहा है, उसके साथ साथ हम जेल इनमेट से हमें भी मौका मिला उसके साथ जुड़ने के लिए. और इसके बेनिफिट जो है कि मैं डिप्रेशन का शिकार हो गया था. जब से मैं योग कर रहा हूं तो डिप्रेशन नाम की चीज़ ही नहीं रही मेरी ज़िंदगी में. यानी एक खुशी का एहसास है. और ऐसा देखा जाए कि समाज में कुछ मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई थी योग के बारे में, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ये फिज़िकल फिटनेस के लिए सबसे बढ़िया है.
Apart from the above, many school children, corporate organizations and adults also had yoga sessions for their students and staff members. The concept of International Yoga Day was first proposed by Prime Minister Modi during his 2014 United Nations General Assembly speech. The draft passed by India was supported by 177 nations.
And in the end, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
A food machine is being used to automatically prepare wagashi, a Japanese traditional sweet. It beautifully creates the delicate appearance of the sweet. Food machine making competition is growing tough in the course of creating such a level of technology that can give taste similar to traditional cooking.
こちらの中をご飯が通って、ここで一つ一つシャリ玉ができてきます。そのシャリ玉をこの機械が掴んで、こちらのタブレットでデザインした通りに並べていくと、そういった機械になります。いかに職人さんが手で握るシャリ玉ができるかというところが非常に難しくて、私どもの機械はそれにこだわって作っております。一つ一つのシャリ玉が空気を含んだものになるようにしっかりと、成形して、ただ持っても壊れない、ただ口に入れるとほどけるようなシャリ玉になるような機械を作っております。
The automatic fried rice machine is designed to give the same feeling as traditionally cooked fried rice. It is very important that the temperature of the pot is kept at the same level and the ingredients are mixed properly. Hammers and nails are often used for hanging up art pieces, but for one Nigerian artist, these tools make the art itself. The 27-year-old graduate Odunayo Fapohunda from southwest Nigeria developed his interest in nail art in 2015 when he met someone using nails to make art.
I saw somebody back then in 2015 using nail to make art. I love it and I take my time to learn it, and today I can call myself a professional.
Fapo now makes artistic designs and images by hammering hundreds of nails into wood. Using the pointillist method, he starts by using a pencil to trace out his subject dot by dot on a board and then begins to hammer in the nails until the image begins to form. When done, he sprays in a chemical to avoid the nails from rusting. Fapo hopes to inspire younger artists to experiment more and think outside the box when making art. Dancing devils perform through the streets of San Francisco de Yare in Venezuela as part of an old ritual celebrating Corpus Christi, where dancers vow to Holy Sacrament in exchange for blessings. The red-clad devils dance through the streets to the sound of drums and rattles and receive blessings from the local clergy as they seek to repay the favors the Holy Sacrament grants them.
Tengo 38 años como capataz y tengo 65 años de danza. Sí, para nosotros es algo importante porque hoy le rendimos culto y adoración al Santísimo Sacramento, una promesa que le ofrecimos cada uno de nuestros promeseros, cada uno que usted ve uniformado, es una promesa que hicieron ellos y por eso están en pago de promesa rindiéndose al Santísimo Sacramento. ¿Cómo? Vestido de diablo, porque Dios vence al diablo.
The Devils of Yare are the oldest of their kind on the American continent, and only men are allowed to dance through the streets in the traditional masks dressed in red. Women are only allowed to dance inside a house before an altar with a borrowed mask, but can also make pledges. After dancing around the town square and hearing mass, the devils bow down before the Holy Sacrament to signify their submission and symbolize the victory of good over evil. In today's time, the substrate used in electronic products is required to be in shape, miniature, and applicable for multiple uses. In Japan, manufacturers of electronic components have the technology to make various electronic substrates. Though precise and microtechnology is difficult to make, Japan has vast experience in manufacturing such technology for semiconductors and electronic components. In one such technology, cloth and film are attached together by changing the temperature at the time of installation.
ジェットディスペンサーという、液体を飛ばす技術ですね。これが非常に私どもが得意な技術になってまして、高速で、毎秒で500ショット、600ショットのスピードで、塗布ができるジェットディスペンサーというものを、我々が、装備しております。でそれを全自動装置に2ヘッドにつけてですね、高速に塗布処理をするという装置であります。精密な微量な技術といったところが非常に難しい技術になります。これはやはり日本のお家芸として半導体、それから電子部品、そういったところに非常に多くの実績がある。
For the technology of electric vehicles, mass production of electronic substrate is required. Robot technology is enabling a fully automated line in the manufacture of electronic substrate, which has many processes.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Uzma, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.